Hey guys, welcome back to the Confirmant RM YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day getting ourselves back into another 2-minute technicals videos looking at XRP. And as you can see, we did get quite a bit of negative volume here on the 4-hour looking at from Thursday of last week all the way up until right about now, Tuesday. So it's been a few days of red action that we've seen, actually quite a bit after seeing the little push we had gotten up to around 52.5. So now, we're seeing ourselves fly back up from the fall. We got all the way down here to about a -0.3. Actually, yeah, about 0.3. And now, come back down for a little bit of support on this, little volume spike that we got here. So what you're seeing right now is you're teetering on a very crucial point of either flying up or flying down. And what we got is we're holding ourselves here on 49.8. We obviously up here at 50 cents, pretty much even right now. Obviously 0.2 above that kind of critical region, and we fell through a couple of the moving averages here. Unfortunately, it is a little bearish, and we are looking to continue to what direction? Well, it's going to be dependent on how we do hold this 236 here at 49 and 0.8. So if we're going to judge our action from here, it will be based off of what we're at right now. And as you can see, literally by Friday and the day, on a 4-hour chart here, we're going to be getting some sort of movement happening. At that movement at least being what we're seeing right here, we can grab ourselves, change this color to something more like yellow like we like to usually see. And you can see exactly by the time we get to that precipice of that apex, we're going to be looking at around 48.4. If it winds up actually continuing and plummeting to the downside, kind of zoom out here on the MACD and kind of get an idea of what it looks like, even here on the RSI, of what our strength looks like. It hasn't gone too crazy oversold in the MACD yet. I mean, the volume is pretty pathetic coming here through this relief, and you can see it is dwindling. As well as looking over here on the RSI, we are bearish at the moment. We're sitting below at around a 44.9. We fell through around that 46. So, I mean, the signs here are showing that it is more so leaning bearish. You're looking at like, what, a 70-30 split. But we just need to monitor how we are coming up to the trend around that 382, around that 50 and 0.3 by that Friday. So obviously it doesn't have to adhere by exactly the day. As you guys know, sometimes it likes to push or plummet faster. Obviously, the later it plummets, the higher that support gets, which is around that 48 and 0.4. But if it decides to push up sooner, you can see the relief rally up here to 51 and 0.9, so about 51.1, just about. But otherwise, this is what I'm looking at. This is how I'm gauging it. Obviously, we're trending more sideways. You can only trend sideways for so long here at a specific point, and it's been around, if we decide from where we've been at, around 2 days of just sitting here between 50 and 0.6 and basically 49.6. So it's been about plus or minus like half a cent for the past 2 days. So we're getting close. Like I said, we're looking here. The volume is starting to break. If it's going to break bearish, we know exactly where that first stop is going to wind up being, to be 48.4. And then we have that second stop that it may get to, which is around that 47.8. And then the second stop being there, third, around 45.8. So you have these three supports. You have your best case scenario, your worst case scenario holding on to here. Obviously, you might get that cheeky little wick there to around that 47.6, but holding into this trend nonetheless. But at the moment, just we would need to see it hold in this region, push across the next couple days, 2 days above 50 cents to get ourselves, that conviction to go back up to that 702 right here at 50 and 0.8. But I'm just going based off the fact that if we do break, we know where our first targets are to the downside. We know what we need to look at, what we need to go based off of. Obviously, we're just in it like a little bit of a rock and a hard spot, a hard place at the moment, trying to guesstimate what's going on. And if you really wanted to even go closer into guesstimating, you would be grabbing, your trend line here. You'd be grabbing this trend line on the bottom. You'd be seeing it's coming around that same exact time. It's coming around, late day, Friday. You're going to be getting the same exact move, that same height, But this one will be yielding down to that 49, which basically is going to be yielding down to this 48.5, because I don't see it coming back down here just to double tap. I would see it coming back down here to at least wick to this region that it had broken out of before when it had fallen around that 48.5. But as you can see, the science of it in my mind is there. But hope you guys are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you have a wonderful one. Let's just see how the rest of the week goes, and I wish you a good one. Remember, none of it's financial advice, like I said. And I'll see you guys in the next one.